Greetings, greetings. How you all doing tonight? Greetings. I hope everyone is doing wonderful tonight. You know, life is really changing these days, and we learn a lot of things, and our foreparents teach us a lot of things, but now a lot of things is changing. So because a lot of things is changing, we got to start adjusting. Okay? We have a mind of our own, and that mind is so powerful. That mind help us to create thoughts, positive and negative thoughts. But the thing about positive and negative thought, you have to able to control and know which thoughts to dwell on. Some of us allow the negative thoughts to overpower the positive thoughts, and that make we become more negative than we think more negative than thinking positive. Good night, Gigi. How you doing? Peace and love to you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Tonight I'm just talking about open mind. Open the mind and knowledge pour in. Because, for instance, right? We have our mind to think for ourselves. But the problem is sometimes we allow people to think for us. We even doubt ourselves. Peace and love to you. All right. Sometimes our mind create great thoughts, great ideas. And what we do, we mention it to someone, and then someone tell us, no, that's not a good idea, man. No. And you eliminate your idea. Listen to me. The reason why everyone have a mind of their own, you know why? It's because everyone need to think for themselves. If that wasn't the case, then we didn't need a mind. There would be one person with a mind who just telling us what to do. But you have a mind, and the mind create thoughts, the mind think. So a lot of time we close the mind and we just receiving what people telling us and not what our mind, ourself is telling us. Hi Clipty, how are you? Thanks for being here. I appreciate you being here. Yes, so when our mind create thoughts, we eliminate the thoughts that our mind create, and we start listening to what others have to say and believing what others saying. When you have the answer, but you eliminate yourself and listen to what someone else got to say. So we start doubting ourselves. We start doubting ourselves and believing what other people saying. That's not cool. So now, what I believe, we all have to open our mind. Open the mind. Let knowledge pour in. If you close up, if you have a drum and you seal the drum, nothing gonna go inside that drum because you seal it. So it's the same. If you seal your mind and close your mind, what's gonna happen? You wouldn't be able to think. All you're gonna do, listen to what people gotta tell you and believe what people saying. You got to understand, people could spin stories. These things was happening for thousands of years. People spin story and make it sound, it could make it sound real to you. Then the next thing again, the four parents, they grew up a certain way and they was taught certain things. And then they come now. You're welcome, you're welcome. It become a time now where new generation appear. And you can't tell them that same thing your foreparents was telling you. They don't want to hear that. You know what a lot of them tell us? That was your time. That was in your time. Our time is different. And it's true, they're right. Their time is different than our time. We got to adjust to their time. Yes, there's principle that go along the way. And we have to, if we could follow these principles, it will benefit us in many ways. So there's principle that we can teach the children, and if they could hold on to these principles, it could really benefit them. But there's something named tradition. Tradition, the way people was living, tradition. One guy decide, okay, I'm going to wash my pot this way. And he believed that you're supposed to wash your pot that way, and that's passed down. Okay? So now everybody washing their pot this way. That's tradition. When it comes to truth, you want to deal with truth and what is right and what is correct, not tradition. Because you decide, I'm going to climb the mountain by walking wrong and come back wrong. And I decide, no, I'm not doing that. I'm walking straight up. And I get wrong. I'm wrong because I decide to walk straight up. That's tradition. No, we're dealing with facts and truth now. The next thing again, what is facts? You cannot consider something to be facts when you have no knowledge about it, you did no experiment about it, you just decide, all right, this is factsy talking. How could be facts when you never did an experiment? So we're getting really beat these days with this kind of stuff because we don't know the difference of facts and truth. Hi, me coffee, how you doing? Thanks for being here. How you doing? Yes, we got to know the difference of facts and truth. What is facts and what is truth? Not because you tell me something, I must just say, all right, okay, that's it, without doing any research. We got to open up our mind and knowledge will pour in. If you close your mind, you're going to remain dumb. I'm telling you. You open up your mind and think for yourself. There's something we call common sense. Common sense was made before book. Before a book ever was made, common sense was always there. And we all have common sense. Okay? So if we all have common sense, we got to use it. We got to use it. Sometimes things come to us and we ignore it. Sometimes confirmation come to us and we ignore it. Open up your mind and let knowledge pour in. Yes, my people, so how you all doing tonight? I just wanted to make that statement because, you know, a lot of us just become believers and not thinkers. Just believers we got to think as well. We can't just believe everything and not thinking. It's very important to be able to think and figure things out. Instead of you got to turn to somebody to give you their idea. All right. Instead of you got to think and you got to allow somebody to give you their idea. You got to start thinking for yourself. That's why you have the mind. The mind creates thoughts. The mind conforms to the brain. And the brain make it physical. Like the brain signal your hands to move. But the mind is where the thoughts come from. And it's crazy, but it may sound crazy, but the mind creates good thoughts and what they call evil thoughts. Positive and negative. The mind creates both of them. But you is in control. You have to know which one to activate, which one you want to hang on to. A lot of people hang to the negative and not the positive. A lot of people hang to the positive and not the negative. A lot of people balance. It's a balance. Both of them work, balance out each other. All right? So all I'm saying, you have a mind to think, start thinking. Stop eliminating your thoughts for other people's thoughts. Yes, other people come up with great ideas. But for you, you got to start doing your own research. And I'm not telling you to go and Google to do that research. I'm telling you, your mind. Your mind is powerful. You don't have a clue. Your mind, how powerful your mind is. You see your mind and your tongue? You see your mind and your tongue? Yes. Your tongue, the words that comes off your tongue is powerful as well. So you have power. You are great. You are powerful. But only if you know. And only if you believe in yourself. Another thing is, a lot of us don't even believe in ourselves. A lot of us believe in others and not ourselves. A lot of us will take what other people see rather than what their mind tell them. No, when things come to you, and you know what? Before anything happens to you, there's always a warning come to you. There's always a warning before anything happens to you. Check that out. But sometimes the thing is, we ignore the warning and then bam, something happened. So we have to start focusing on ourselves. You cannot focus on the wall. You got to focus on yourself. Find yourself. Then you focus on others. In yourself, how could you focus on other people? You got to know yourself. You got to know how you operate. You got to know what for you. If you don't know for you, how can other people know what works for you? You got to study yourself. You got to start thinking for yourself. You got to start opening up your mind. You got to start letting knowledge pour in. If you block knowledge, how could it come in? How can you receive knowledge if you block the knowledge? Knowledge is there. Knowledge is open to us. Just look at this, right? You come up with a thought, and your thought is, I want to build a house. That's what your mind telling you. You know what? I want to build a house. That's a thought. You create a thought right there. The mind create a thought for you. Then you hear something else saying, nah, man, you're not ready for no house. That's two thoughts you're battling with, positive and negative, right? You now have to figure out whether you want to build this house or you believe you're ready for this house. So you now have to decide. Then you conform with the brain, and the brain help bring it into action. Once you decide, if you decide to build a house, you want to proceed and build a house. So you are powerful. You are more powerful than you think. You are more greater than you think. We have such a power, but because we don't know how to use it and how to access it, we become weak. We become helpless. We hear, a lot of people here sitting and they would not do nothing to help themselves. All they will tell you, Jesus is coming to help them and Jesus will deliver them. What? If you listen to read the Bible, what did Jesus say? If you believe in the Bible, what did the Bible tell you Jesus said? So these are things we got to look into. I don't want to go up in the Bible. I'm not even going up there. I'm going to stay on the reasoning part right now. But I'm just trying to show you. You got to do for yourself. You cannot depend on somebody to come out the sky. You know what? Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story I used to hear back in Sunday school. This was a story. There was a lady. She went to the river. And she come back from the river. And while she hanging on the clothes, she was singing. She was singing for joy. She's singing. Yes, Clifton, you can't depend on people. You got to do what you got to do, man. Oh, yes. Guys, don't forget to like this video. If you like that, if you're in the chat, give the video, give the live a thumbs up. Peace and love. Yes. So the lady was singing, and her neighbor asked her, why you singing? How you so happy? They tell her, Jesus helped me wash my clothes. Okay? The other lady grabbed all her clothes and head down to the river, her basket, and rest the basket on the stone. You know what I'm saying? and rest the basket on the stone. And guess what happened? Guess what happened? The clothes remain right there. Because she expect she gonna take the clothes down to the river and Jesus gonna wash them. You see the way how the mind messed up? That's how the mind messed up. Because you believe that you ain't supposed to do anything. All you supposed to do is just take your clothes down and wash, and Jesus gonna wash them. That's how messed up the thing is. You got to do for ourselves. We cannot just depend. We cannot just depend. You know what I'm saying? We got to do for ourselves. If we get help, we get help. But this lady went down to the river with her basket, rested down on the stone, and expect Jesus to come and wash the clothes. That's the mindset. It don't work like that. If you want your clothes to wash, you take your basket and you go down and you start washing. You start washing your clothes yourself. So guess what's going to happen? You're going to get the strength and you're going to get the courage to finish your clothes. It's not going to work if you take your clothes down to the river, rest them down, and sit down and expect a miracle going to happen and your clothes going to wash and you're going to just take them home. This is what have a lot of us study in this state. Because instead of we get up and do for ourselves, we sit back and expect someone gonna come out the cloud and do everything for us. Guys, you are a creator. You are a creator. You can create. You can create thoughts. You can create ideas. And you could come together. The next thing about it too is we got to come together. Come together. Great minds come together can create wonders. Your ideas, you come up with your ideas, I come up with my ideas, someone come up with their ideas. This is how it works. Everybody come up with ideas and come together and build from there. That's how it works. It's not just one person telling you everything, and no, we all come together with our ideas and build from there. Okay? So the mind thing, the mind, you is in control of your mind. But you don't understand the power of the mind. Yes, you don't understand the power of the mind, so you become weak and helpless. There's a place, there's a dark place. There's a dark place where a lot of us does hinder ourselves. In that place, that's where depression, that's where disease, that's where high blood pressure, that's where stress, that's where all these things lie. And a lot of us reside right there. We got to get out of that and rise out of that situation. Raise out of that situation and come to life. You have that power. Yes, Gigi. And fear. Fear is a killer as well. Fear is a killer. And that's what destroying us today. Because of fear. Thank you for mentioning that, Gigi. Thank you for that. Fear is a killer. So we have fear, we have stress, we have doubts, we have all these things. We have controlling us, keeping us in this situation, in this place where we cannot function as people, where we cannot even think for ourselves because we fear, stress. And you know what? Living today come with so much stress. The things you got to be functioning on is the bills, your mortgage, the rent, the car, the gas. These things occupy your time more than anything else. But I'm going to tell you this. Take a few moments and meditate. Meditate. Exactly. It make you sick. You're right. All these things I now mention to you make you sick. So you got to rise out of those situations. Rise out of that and live. That's what you're here for. Live, not to be depressed. Not to be depressed and sick. So the mind, open the mind and let knowledge pour in. This is where this topic is about tonight. Open your mind and let knowledge pour in. Stop doubting yourself. Believe in yourself. Trust yourself. Don't just listen to what everybody got to say. My thing is, do your own research. My thing is, do your own thinking. Somebody could give you an idea, but it's your job to do your research. It's your job to go and think for yourself. Meditate on what the person say. So you could get confirmation. Instead of just grabbing and running. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Instead of just grabbing and running. Like, you know what? Someone gonna come and tell me, okay, yes, this, you know, this story, give me a story. Someone tell them a story and I supposed to believe it because someone tell them a story. No, not even the kids these days. You could tell a story and they believe you. No, they're going to do their own research. So why should you just, someone come and give you a story and you just hold on the story and then passing it down like it's facts? How do you know it's facts? Did you do your research? Did you meditate on it? You got to get confirmation before you could tell people something is facts. Like, okay, for instance, I do gardening. Okay? I do gardening. Ambush smashes Google. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, Ambush smashes Google? How you doing? Yes, I do gardening and I have my YouTube channel. Before I do a video, peace and love to you, man. How you doing? Ambush, thanks for being here. Yes, I do gardening and my thing is, before I do a video about a certain plant, I make sure I do my research. I make sure. All right, all right. Thank you, man. I have a lot of pepper video. Thank you for being here, man. Thank you. I hope you subscribe to that channel because I have a lot of videos coming with lots of information. Yes, so before I do a video and talk about a plant, I have to know about that plant. So when whatever I tell you about the plant is facts and truth, because why I could say it's facts and truth, because I already did my research. Now, if I tell you that, what you're supposed to do is do your research. If you want to follow my idea, you do your research and see if it works for you. Okay? So for me, it's facts because I did research. But for you, you got to do your research before you could say what I say is facts. You got to get your own confirmation. If I tell you plant a pepper tree 12 inches deep, you need to try it and see if it works for you. Then you could say, yes, this is facts. What he said was true. Okay? So this is how it works. We got to deal with facts and we cannot just be spreading because someone gave you a whole story. We got to pass it down like it's facts. Look, I'm going to tell you, in the old time, a lot of stories was passing. A lot of different stories passed down. And we all, our grandparents pass it down to our mother. Our mother pass it down to us. And then we keep passing it down. But is it facts? Is it truth? This is the thing. So it got to be a stop somewhere where we can say, I'm going to do my own research on this and see if there's any truth here. Because we cannot keep sending that some information down. Yes, you're supposed to do your own research. We cannot keep sending information down to our generation and we ourselves don't even know whether it's truth or lie. And we're pushing it down their throat and tell them it's facts. No, but the thing about it today, the children and them are awake. Things where our parents used to tell us, you can't tell them. Because they're going to ask you a million questions and they're going to convince you that, that's not how it goes. You see? So we have to stop somewhere. We got to put a stop somewhere where we say, let we do our own research, find out if this is true before we try to push it down somebody's throat and try to convince them it's true. We got to stop that. Okay? We got to definitely stop that. The truth is the truth. The facts is facts. We got to wake up on this because what we're doing, we're driving people to sleep. We're driving people in bed, in sleeping mood, instead of waking them up. And we got to start wake up people. When I say wake up people, I'm not telling you that you got to go tell people a bunch of stuff. All you got to do is spark a little fire. Just tap them with something. And that could shake them up and make them start using this brain. Start doing research. Start trying to figure things for themselves. Instead of always depending on someone to figure things out for you. That's why you have a brain. That's why you have your mind. You have a mind. I have a mind. Everybody have a mind. So this is why We got to figure out things for ourselves. Sometimes it might take time, but patient is very important. Patient is very important. Because if you are patient, you could lose out a lot. Because, okay, let's put it this way. You looking for confirmation from something. You know, are you thinking about it? You meditating on it, and it ain't coming fast enough for you. And you're going to ask someone else. Well, boy, you know, this are the case, and you're going to go ask them, and them come up with some kind of story and give it to you, and then you run with it without even knowing if it's truth or lie. So this is why I'm saying we got to get back into the meditation, start thinking for ourselves, start opening up our mind. Some people consider open up your mind, or you're going to open up your mind to demons and all these kind of stuff. Listen to me. That's why you have a mind. You cannot close it down. You cannot shut it. It's there. It's for you to think. If it wasn't for you to think, you would have never have one. That's how I see it. You would have never have one. So, all I'm saying, my people, everyone, you got to start thinking for yourself. And don't forget, you got to love yourself. You have to love yourself. It begins from you. You know, I'm going to tell you something. You always hear, right? They say, everything starts from home. You know, that is a story I could have never understand. I could have never understand that saying. But one day it come to me. You grew up in a home, decent home. Your parents doing everything for you. That was right. They bring you up in a nice way. Teach you, give you everything you need. But you as the individual turn out to be whatever you want to be. Then now, the parents get in the blame. Oh, everything starts from home. But I get to realize that is not the case. Well, for me, that's not the case. I don't know for any other body, and I'm not telling everybody that this is the case. But for me, home is here. It starts here in your mind, not from by your parents, where your parents bring you up, because your parents bring you up decent. Your parents show you love. Your parents feed you, give you everything you need. But you create your own thoughts because you have your own mind. So your home, that's my opinion. I'm not telling you guys that's how it works. But in that case, it made me believe home is here. Not where your mother bring you, because your mother did well and teach you well, your mother and father. They did everything for you. But you turn out to be who you want to be. So why the parents supposed to get the blame? Some parents sometimes can't believe that the things the kids do. Because some parents, I hear parents saying, that's not my child. That's not the child I grew up. That's not the child I grew up. because they know all the sacrifice, all what they did to make sure this trial is good and decent. But because of this trial, thoughts and their thinking, they create their own way. So that's saying everything starts from home, I believe is right here. Don't get me wrong. I understand some home might be difficult, and yes, I understand that. But you got to understand as well, there's people who grew up in decent home, turn out real. You know what I'm saying? So for me, everything begins from home. The way you think. The way you think. So shall a man think, so shall he be. Anyhow you think, that's how you are. You think positive, you is a positive person. You think negative, you is a negative person. So shall a man think, so shall he be. When you start opening up your mind and start thinking for yourself, a lot of doors gonna open. A lot of things gonna start changing for you. Because you open up. You open up yourself. But when you close, you bring down. You close yourself down. Ain't much gonna happen for you. The opportunities gonna fly past over you. But when you open up and you also realize whatever you're taking in. When you open up, observe what you're taking in and what you're pushing away. Very important, because a lot of things gonna be coming. So you observe what is coming, so you know what to push aside and what to take in. I'm telling you guys, time is changing. And I know you could see as well. So we cannot live the way we used to live in those time. And our grandparents and our time change. But there's principle we can still live on. There's principle that can guide us. There's principle that can lead us in real good place. So if we could hold on to these principles, it will be a blessing. We also got to love people. Like I said, love yourself. First, it begins from home. You love yourself first, then you will understand how to love others. You cannot love the world and hate yourself. You got to find that peace within yourself. You got to find that love, that joy within yourself. Then you will understand how to share that love with others. This is my opinion. Okay? You have to do your own research. You got to look at what works for you. You got to look for what's not working for you. And you know, okay, you're not working for me, let me push you aside. Okay, you working for me. You know what I'm saying? You got to sift. You see like how you sift stuff and throw in a set you don't need? You have to do that. That's how life is. You got to sift stuff. You cannot just rake in everything and accept it. Because there will always be good and bad things coming. When you buy Sometimes you buy seeds, sometimes you buy different things. And when you look, half of it is good and half ain't good. So now you have to get rid of the upset that's not good. This is life. This is how life is. And we also got to try connect to nature. You cannot leave nature out your life. Yes, you cannot leave nature out your life. Nature is a part of you. Nature is a part of you. Just look at the things in nature. The sun, the trees, the water, the air. Look at all these things and see if you could survive without any of them. I mean, come on. All of them works with each other. The water, the trees need the water. The trees need the water. The trees need the sun. Right? The trees need the air. We need the water. We need the sun. We need the trees. In many ways, we need the trees. The trees push out oxygen for us. We push out carbon dioxide for us, for the trees. So you see, we connect in every way. We cannot do it without each other. So this is why you have to get yourself entwined with nature. You are connected. You cannot do without. The sun, if it don't shine, nothing live. We cannot live, the plant cannot live. Gigi, we need air, water, and light. Exactly. And survive without it. So this is why nature is a part of your life. And you cannot ignore nature. Look at what I now mentioned. We need the sun. We need the water. We need the air. The trees need us. They provide for us the oxygen. They provide food. So we all connected. So don't forget that. We all connected. And if you could sit back, GG2, yes, we all connected. If you could sit back, watch this video with all that I said, meditate on it. You ain't got to believe a word I said. Meditate on it. And I guarantee you, there will be confirmation coming to you. But you got to be patient. You cannot look for answers from your friends or some other guy because you're looking for confirmation. When you're looking for confirmation, when come on spiritual things, you got to be patient. You got to be patient. Because if you ain't be patient, you're going to get misled and you're going to get wrong answer. But when you get that truth from the true source of life, When that truth reveal, it will shake you. It will make you say, wow. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm telling you. I know what I'm telling you. It will shake you. What? Listen to me. Sometimes some truth revealed to you and he amazed you because you was patient. You was very patient. You didn't ask nobody nothing. You didn't say nothing to nobody. All you did, you meditate and you ask. You meditate on whatever. You ain't got to say a word. Use your mind and meditate. And when confirmation start come to you, you will be amazed. I'm telling you, you will be amazed. So start, get into yourself. Start, instead of looking outwards, start looking inwards. Start looking into you. And you want to find truth and confirmation. We dwell off a tradition. We live off a tradition. We have to start living, find truth and live from truth, not tradition. What is truth? What is facts? So we got to wake up. And instead of trying to push things, listen to me, don't get me wrong. There's things your parents, your grandparents tell you that is very true and very valuable to you. But there's things also that was tradition, the way our people used to live, because one guy decide, this is how I'm going to do this. And he pass it down. That is like tradition. But when come on truth and facts, there's things that they experience that they could able to tell you. There's things you experience that you could able to tell your children. Okay? So these things is truth and facts. But you know it's truth and fact. Your children ain't know that. So do their research and see truth for themselves. And we cannot force nobody to believe nothing. We could tell them something. We could spark the fire by mentioning something and let them think and meditate for themselves on it and find truth and facts. That's how we're going to be better and stronger. All right? So hi my people, how you all doing? I hope you guys enjoying this live, because you know this channel is mostly about gardening, but sometimes it's not just about gardening. We could expand a little away from gardening and also come back with gardening, because gardening, honestly, gardening could really make you become a better person. No joke about it. Gardening could grow you into a better person because it make you understand a lot of things. It make you understand how to love. I'm telling you, you might say, oh, he sound crazy. Trust me. Because watch. When you gardening, well, me, I don't know for other people, because I take gardening serious. I take gardening serious. When I gardening, I'm telling you the truth. Every plant I chuck in the earth grows. everything I plant grows and produce well. Okay, you have 20 cabbage plants, right? You have 20 cabbage plants, and out of the 20, there's 2 of them ain't looking too healthy, right? So you ain't even, some people will not study those 2 that's not looking healthy. What they're gonna do, they're gonna focus on the one them that looking nice and fresh. And okay, if them 2 they dying or nothing. No, me, I will leave those that look nice and fresh and start walking on them that look like they wanna die. And you'll be surprised sometimes those that they look weary and look like they wanna die come and do better than the others. So the love you have for the plant, I mean, when you set those seeds and you see this, you're feeling good already, you're happy, you're nice because all right, vegetables coming. So when you set them seed and then you see the seed blossom, and then it's like it's life blossom up before you. It brings such a joy in your heart. And then when you plant them and you see they start to grow and everything start to look fresh and nice, you feel blessed. The joy that comes to you make you say, man. So gardening really shows you how to love and how to understand and how to meditate and how to sift stuff aside and how a lot of things gardening teach you. So this is why I'm very interested in gardening, because it helps with the mind, it helps you to think, it helps you to connect better with nature because you understand the trees, you and the plants connected. You need each other. You all need water. You all need the sunlight. You all need air. When you see these things, it's like, wow, man. It takes you to a different path than tradition. The tradition teaching. It makes you see, it make you see things from a different light. It made me. I don't know for other people because I don't know how everybody do their gardening different. Some people do the gardening just to eat. Some people do the gardening to be able to make some money. Some people do the garden. Everybody have their own way. I do gardening for life because it teach me so much. And you know what? You never finish learn. You learn something every day in that garden. You will be planting a certain plant every year. And every year you learn something new from that plant. Because you're willing to learn. You did not close your mind and believe you know everything about the plant. If you believe you know everything about the plant, then you're not going to see nothing. And that's the problem. A lot of times we believe, a lot of times we believe we know too much. And we know everything. And guess what? Knowledge begins when you realize you didn't know nothing. That's when knowledge begins. When you realize, wait, I really didn't know nothing, and start fresh. Knowledge start pouring in. But when you believe you know everything, you close the door to knowledge. No, you're not receiving nothing because you believe you know everything. In the garden, you never finish long. This is a garden. And you know my channel name? Plant a Garden TV. A lot of people wouldn't understand the name, why I give it the name. It's not just the physical garden. It's the garden up here as well. You're planting seeds. Seed setting in your head. Seed thoughts. The garden. You have a garden here. And you have a physical garden as well. But guys, I don't want to take you too deep. I think I did spark a little fire. So it's for you guys now to start doing your own research. Try to meditate. Try to meditate more. Listen to me. You could go in your closet and meditate for a moment. You might believe you have, damn, I'm so busy. I gotta go to work. I gotta go to the supermarket. You have to find time for yourself. How you gonna function right? How can you function right if you don't find time for yourself? You got to give yourself time to think. Why you think this mind just up inside there because it was just meant to, let me just slap a mind up in the head. You think that's the reason? No. That mind is there for each and every one of us to think and analyze things for ourselves. Remember, you got to know what works for you. This might work for me and it ain't working for you. So you cannot look at another person's way of life and believe that's how you should live. That's the next problem. You have to know what works for you and you cling to it. Always try to think positive. Always believe in yourself. Remember, love starts from home. Love starts from home. So you love yourself, that's how you can love others. If everybody understands this, we want to be in a better place because they're going to start working on themselves. They're going to start understanding, yo, I can't do this to this person because I wouldn't like this person to do this to me. You see what I'm talking about? So now we're going to make you think, no, I can't do this to this person. So now we're going to start thinking, man, I can't do this to this person. I got to do this. You know what I mean? Because I would not like this person to do this to me. This is how, if we start thinking these ways, this is how we will start living in better place, living better life. Okay? Don't do unto others the things you wouldn't like done unto you. These are principles that we got to live by. These are principles you could pass down to generation because we understand it's not good to do things to people that you yourself would not like them to do to you. It's a lot of things, man. It's a lot of things. But it starts from home. Everything starts from home. Not your parents' home, because your parents did what they can to make a better life for you until you grow up. What happens is you make your choice and your decision. Where? Up here. You start thinking and creating thoughts and acting on your thoughts. So you can't just blame parents all the while, because a lot of parents did their best and things still happen. So individual got to start to be responsible for their action and stop the blame game. You know, let me say this. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people, and you know, this is something need to be analyzed as well, because the mindset of some people could be they can't help themselves. You know what I'm saying? The mindset of some people, the state of mind of some people, they cannot help themselves. Some people have control of themselves. Some people, sometimes they snap, and they snap into a whole different situation. And then when they don't do whatever, they calm down, they want to know what the hell happened. So you see, people like that, we understand. You know what I mean? Because of the state of mind sometimes. The state that you're in could really take you to some dark place. Could really take you to some dark place. But for the ones, we got to try to function better. And we got to start to function. You know, what I see happening now is everybody, it coming to a place where everybody for themselves. But it will be chaos if everybody for themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be more a togetherness. When I say chaos, I mean like, if you for yourself and I for myself, when you ask me for a favor, I'm going to say no. That the door shut. No, I can't help you, because you for yourself, I for myself. So now the help went through the window. No more help. This person are helping me, so I'm not helping them. So that kind of life is not really going to benefit us much, because we all need each other. As much as we might say, oh, I don't need you. At certain point, we all need each other. And we got to understand that. Okay? So just open your mind. Start and let knowledge pour in. Start thinking. Always remember common sense. Common sense. I don't know. Other people might call it different name. But I know it by common sense. Yes, Gigi. Gigi, I appreciate you was here with me all night. I really appreciate that. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you did. Let me know if you did, Gigi. Yes, so common sense come before there was book. Meaning people was thinking before there was a book here. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. Guys, if you're in here and you didn't hit the like button, please give the video a thumbs up. I will truly appreciate it. Yes. So common sense come before book. So we got to, people used to use their mind before there was ever a book for we to read. The people who write the book is the mind it come from. They get inspired from their mind. So they write books. So we got to get inspired from our mind. But like I said, the mind creates positive thoughts and negative thoughts. You got to know which thought you holding on to. I will hold on the positive more than the negative, because the negative could drag you into a dark, depressing place. Because anything you try to do positive, the negative will always tell you, oh no, you shouldn't do that. You're trying to start a business. The negative will tell you, oh no, you shouldn't do a business. Man, you ain't gonna do nothing with that. You ain't gonna be successful. You can't run a business. These are the negative thoughts that are gonna be floating around. Man, you're gonna be wasting your money. You check what I'm saying? These thoughts gonna be floating around every positive thoughts you come with. So you gotta know how to slap them aside. Because if you pull them, guess where you're gonna end up with? A mix up thoughts. When I say a mix up thoughts, the positive and the negative. So now you confuse. So this is why you got to push the negative away. Because like I said, the negative will confuse you. Because you come up with a thought. You know that you want to buy this house, start this business for you and your family. Because you have some money. And you say, well, all right, I'm going to take this money and I'm going to start my business. Here come the negative. The negative starts circling. You know got to slap that aside. You cannot allow that. Because they're going to confuse you. And guess what? You might end up ain't doing nothing. And you might end up spend that money. Now you're stuck. Damn, all the money done, man. And I could have started my business. So yes, this is, that's an example I now give you how the negative and the positive operates. When come under thoughts, the negative will make you divorce yourself from the positive. So if you don't understand that this is a negative coming here and push it away, I don't want to hear no part of that. You close it off. You close it off. So when you close it off, you could function with the positive and decide, okay, all right, so I'm going to start my business. I have this amount of money, and what's my next step? So you're pushing for the positive. But that negative thoughts will make you don't start your business and all your money finish and you stuck. So it's very important, guys, to know the difference of the positive and the negative. And I know everyone here could witness this. There's always two voices in your head. Not really voices, but when you're coming up with an idea or you're thinking something, there's always two. One telling you, yeah, you can go ahead. One telling you no. One telling you yes. There's always no the voice that speaks the positive to you. How could you not know that? Why? Because you're not thinking for yourself and you're not listening. Let me tell you, the problem is most of us, we speak too much. Instead, when you're dealing with the spirit, when I say the spirit, nature, because whatever unseen is like, when you're dealing with that, you don't say much. How could you meditate if you want to speak? How can you meditate if you want to be talking? You can't meditate like that. So you be still. You could be still with your eye open, or you could be still with your eye closed. You just be still and let the blessing walk on you. Everything you need already known. And you got to take the time out. You have to take that time out to receive your blessing. We're too busy to receive our blessing. How do you receive your blessing? You got to find yourself in a place of meditation. Everything you need already known. Whatever you need already known. But you got to put yourself in a position to receive what you need. That's all. You know what I'm saying? You got to place yourself to receive what you need. In the form meditation. You got to go into meditation. You have to meditate. A lot of us don't meditate. Some of us can't even meditate. Some of us don't even know how to begin. But if you don't know, practice. If you don't know, try. And I guarantee you one day, you will be a master of it. Knock, and the door will open. Seek, and you will find. Just these words did not just said. There's doors you got to knock on. And you got to look at life. Life itself in the physical world. You need a job. You got to go to somebody door. Whether the business, wherever, you got to go to somebody. You got to go seek for that job. But that's in the physical world. So you got to walk physical and go to the job. You got to walk physical and knock on the door. But when we deal with spiritual now, when we look for things from the Creator who already know what you need, you got to go in spirit. And in spirit, how you go in spirit? Meditation. Yes, yes, meditation. So the thing is, we got to start focusing on how to meditate. Or if you're meditating, meditate more. Or if you want to start, you should try. I'm not going to tell you how to meditate because I show everybody have their own way of meditating. But all I know, It's a place where you be still and you don't speak. Because everything you need already known. So you ain't need to say a word. You ain't need to say nothing. So get back into the form of meditation, loving yourself, wanting for others the same thing you want for yourself, and repentance. I'm gonna talk. This is the last topic I'm gonna talk about. Repentance. Repentance. There's something you call repentance. Repent. Repent is something, all right. Say you do things that wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? And you come to yourself and you realize, man, I did something and I really didn't like what I did. You know? That's the break of repentance. When you come to yourself and realize what you did wasn't right, and you go into the form of meditation, you already create the thoughts. You don't like it. No, you're going in the form of meditation and you're not going to do it again. Number one, you only could fool yourself. Remember that. Hey, God, I love Twitter. How you doing, man? What's up? Hey, brother, everybody. I'm getting back into meditation, making myself better every day. Wonderful. 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 Meditation is a blessing. Peace and love to you. Peace and love. It's a blessing. When you get back into when you get into meditation, it's heal you. You receive blessing and everything. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm just here trying to have a little conversation. You know what I'm saying? Yes, about knowledge and opening up the mind and let knowledge pour in. Because we learn every day and we cannot believe that we finish learning. So anyhow you believe you finish learning, that's when you close your mind. Because you believe you know everything. So we got to open up and let knowledge pour in. Yes, yes. So meditation is something you got to get into. And let me tell you something. Don't fool yourself. Like I know I was talking about meditation and repentance. Peace and love to everyone. Gigi, peace and love to everyone. Thank you. All right, Gigi, peace and love to you. Thank you for being here. Yes, do your meditation, do your research. You know, God, enough with you are a big inspiration to me. Help keep out mind open. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you for that, brother. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. Yes, so like I was saying, don't fool yourself when come on repentance. Don't fool yourself. If you're repenting, you got to stop do what you're repenting for. Or you would not. Because when you're meditating, like I tell you, everything already known. It known that you're not serious. It known if you are serious. So don't fool yourself and believe that you going up there and meditate and then next week you go back and do the same thing you was doing. It don't work like that. It gotta be pure. It gotta be true. If you say you done, you finish. So don't fool yourself, telling yourself you looking for repentance, go in and meditate, and next week you're going to do the same thing. All right? Don't fool yourself. If you make up your mind to repent, meaning you're not going back to what you think you did wrong or what you did wrong. All right? Yes, because like I said, it's already been known. You want to meditate, you cannot say a word, you go in silence. You go in a quiet place in silence. No, you can't go back and let the blessing, the source of life, connect and bless you. The thing about, you see, there's things a lot of us don't understand. When you're dealing with nature and the creator and the source of life, you can't be in this flesh, man. It don't connect in this flesh. It connect from up here. This is where it connect from. The mind is spiritual. You cannot see the mind. The brain is physical, but the mind is spiritual. You cannot see the mind. So meditation, you got to go in the form of a spirit. Do you understand? You got to go in the form of a spirit, not in the flesh. In the flesh is like we stand up here and you see like people. I'm not knocking nobody, guys. We not knocking nobody. We just reasoning. Let me just put it this way. Let me talk about people. I'm not going down like, like I kneel long here and oh Lord, Father, do this for me. And I'm trying to get a house. And I guess that's how others do it. Even say you want to talk about the Bible. I'm just saying. The Bible tell you got to worship in spirit. All right. How you got to worship? In spirit. The spirit is here. Not here. This is just a temple. Okay? Where that source of life dwells. So, when we're looking for, this is why a lot of us don't get answers. This is why a lot of us don't get healed. This is why a lot of us don't get blessed. Why? Because we don't understand certain things. And I'm not telling you this for you to believe me. I'm telling you this to do your own research. Don't believe a word I say. Do your research. That's what I'm telling you. Do your research. And if you do your research, you will get a lot of confirmation. I'm telling you. You're going to get a lot of confirmation. Because there's certain thing you do and you realize, damn, there's certain things come to you and you say, man, and I believe that all the while. You know what I mean? And when I tell you about confirmation, confirmation is like the thing come natural to you and just explain itself, just reveal itself to you. That's the kind of confirmation I'm talking about. I'm not talking about somebody come and tell you where you was thinking something and somebody come tell you. No, I'm telling you about confirmation by revealing the situation, whatever it is to you, like them. Like you watch a movie before your eyes. Just plays out in your mind. I'm telling you. So, guys, if you already meditating, continue meditating. Because that's how you're going to connect yourself to the true source of life. All right? If we understand life is something that we cannot really see, you know what I'm saying? We cannot see. We only been taught about life. You know what I mean? And it's in us. You know what I'm saying? And we already understand that the part of life dwells in us. Okay? And the part of life is spiritual. Okay, so these are things. Do your own research. Start meditating. When you're meditating, just be still. Let the power do its work. Thank you guys for being here. I really enjoy you guys. I'm going to be here next Wednesday at 8 p.m. So we could come with another topic and we could have a conversation again. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Peace and love to all. Blessings. You guys have a wonderful week and have a blessed rest of the night. Love you guys. Peace and love to all. Blessings. Thank you all for being here. See you guys next week. All right.